Yo, guys, Hangover Gang, I hope you're well. So, guys, it is Tom's day and Nova's night. And here at Urb'n Barz, I've been caught on the hop because I didn't realise they dropped. Our clocks went back last weekend, so literally this track dropped an hour early and I didn't realise. So I've just turned on now and I've just seen that Tom MacDonald and Nova Rockafeller have dropped a track called Goodbye Joe. And by looking at the cover art, it doesn't look like it's anything that's not going to be something political. And I'm sure Goodbye Joe probably refers to Joe Biden, or Sleepy Joe, as some people have named him as. So, guys, I know you've got on November the 5th, you've got the general election coming up, or the presidential election coming up, I think you call it. And it's quite apt it's November the 5th because here in the UK it's called Bonfire Night or Guy Fawkes Night or Guido Fawkes. And November the 5th, all those years ago, is when Guido Fawkes looked to bring down democracy here in the UK by literally blowing up the Houses of Parliament with all the MPs in it. So guys, that would have been a watershed moment, and November the 5th next week looks like it could be a watershed moment here in the US or over there in the US, because literally democracy could be at stake. I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's not really my call, but I know that we have President Trump up against Kamala Harris, and whoever wins, it's going to be a watershed moment in the States, whichever way, whether it goes to the Democrats or whether it goes back to the Republicans, we shall see. But right now, let's check out and have some fun. I've seen some of the skits in the last couple of days with Tom MacDonald and Nova Rockafeller. And you know what? I'm so glad that Nova is doing her bit in front of the camera on these skits. In the last few days and weeks, Nova's come out of herself, and yeah, she should be in front of the camera because Nova is so funny. We all know that Tom MacDonald is funny as heck. That's Heck, because I don't swear on my channel, people. But Nova Rockafeller is just as funny. Anyway, guys, let's not ramp. Let's not mess around. Let's check out this track called, what was it? Goodbye Joe? Sleepy Joe? Goodbye Joe? I'm not sure. But let's check it out and let's have some fun. It's the weekend, guys, so yeah, this will be the last weekend before the presidential election, so let's enjoy this track. Tom MacDonald, Nova Rockafeller, Goodbye Joe.
America is going woke. The streets are full of fire and smoke. This ain't the way I thought it would be. The White House full of evil folks. Americans ain't free no more. They don't respect folks like you and me.
They don't respect folks like you and me. I love the little claps going on here. This to me sounds kind of like a country song. I might be totally wrong. And again, where have they filmed this? What location? I love those trees. Does anyone know what these trees are called? Sorry guys, I love locations. This is fantastic. So what Tom MacDonald is saying is that America's gone woke. And literally it's almost a case now of you either fit in or you get lost. There's no half stepping, people. So yeah, it's a crazy one, people, because we are all human beings and we should all fit into one place. But it looks like, as I said, it's a watershed moment. So whoever gets in, if the Republicans get in, they are promising to make America great again. If the Democrats retain power, well, I don't know what else they're going to do. So let me know down here in the let me know down here. Let me strangle myself. Let me know down here in the comment section what you're thinking about the elections that are coming up. Is it going to be good or a bad thing if the Democrats retain or if the Republicans get in? But let's get back to this track. So Tom is saying that America's gone woke, and literally the good guys, well, they've blurred out who are the good guys against who are the bad guys. Really?
The way we're treated ain't been fair. Fake news on every TV. 4 years we've been in this nightmare. While they killed American dreams. We can't afford.
4 years we've been in this nightmare whilst they killed the American dream. Fake news on the TV. So you don't even know what's real and what's not. And all the things that people are saying to you, who knows? Who knows?
Our lives here, ran food and gasoline. Colors don't run and I only wanted ones. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who
If liberty and justice ain't, just don't look back. Sorry, I stopped it because I saw Nova's got the American flag. They're dressed as a that's great. And I saw in the earlier shot, did Tom have the American bald eagle on his t-shirt? So there's lots of imagery here in this video. And where are they? This is fantastic. I have no idea where these people are, but wherever they are, Tom and Nova, they're in a beautiful place. And will America still be a beautiful place in a few days' time? I don't know. Just don't look back.
We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good luck split ya. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land, you ain't famous, Buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you with a good luck split ya. Burn someone else's flag.
America is losing hope, divided by the way we vote. This ain't the way that this all should be. We're fighting over memes and jokes. They're burning flags that we hold close. They think that war's only overseas. The way we're painted ain't been fair. So what, you don't know me? You got something to say? Well, I'm right here. Thank us for the freedom of speech.
Thank goodness for the freedom of speech. And listen to Nova sing there. It was really nice how they took out some of the instrumentation there. So just had Nova with the guitar, etc. going on. She's got a really fantastic voice, but she has something to say, and it's so true. If we lose our freedom of speech, we lose everything that makes us human beings. And I'm very scared because it's happening here in the UK. It's happening here, and not only are we losing the freedom of speech, we're losing a lot of our freedoms. They're literally stealing our freedoms right in front of our very eyes. And by taking away our freedom of speech, we're not even allowed to say anything about it. That is just crazy. So guys, I hope it doesn't happen in the States, because we're being stripped of everything that we are here in the UK. And there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing we can do, because if we even speak about it, we'll end up in jail.
You like to claim I don't care, 'cause I ain't gonna bend no knees.
Yes, Nova. She just says she's not going to genuflect. And I've said this from day one. Do not bend the knee to anyone. We're all 100% the same. We are all on the same level. Yes, some people have a higher whatever profile than others, but we're all the same as human beings, and we should not be bending the knee to anyone.
Don't run, and I only want it once. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who died for our freedom, and I ain't gonna hand it back. No, no, no. If liberty and justice ain't enough to believe in, then get out of here and don't look back. Go, go, go. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good luck split ya. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land, you ain't famous, Buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you with a good luck split ya. Burn someone else's flag.
I love that. We love our home. That chorus, and literally, we love our home. If you don't love where you're from, then why are you here in the first place? It makes sense, doesn't it? So if you don't love somewhere that you're at and you hate it so much, then you are free. Everyone's free. You're free to leave. And what Tom is saying, don't let the door hit you on the way out. I used to say that in wrestling. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. But what they were saying was they love the flag, they love this, they love that, all about the States. And it's really poignant coming from Tom and Nova. I'm not exactly certain where Nova's from, but I know that Tom came from Canada and he's now a US citizen. So it means a lot to Tom MacDonald. He's literally come from another space, which is Canada, and he's made his home now in the States, and he's very proud to be a US citizen. So it's true, and I've said this for a billion times. No matter where you're from in this world, whether you're from America, whether you're from Italy, whether you're from Canada, whether you're from Kansas, well, that's a place really, whether you're from the UK, whether you're from Zimbabwe, whether you're from, who knows, Morocco. Be proud of where you're from. If you're not proud of where you're from, then leave. Go somewhere where you're happy. But don't then go to another place and then start making a fuss and a ruckus and a rumpus. Sorry, I just glitched there. Sorry, I just glitched. Sorry, I just glitched. Don't make a ruckus and a woo-ha and a whatever. If you hate where you're at, go somewhere that you love. It's as simple as. It's as simple as, people. It's as simple as.
If you look close, you'll see America. She don't look quite like she did. This ain't the country that our parents love. But I still hear her on the wind. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you when the good Lord split ya. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't fans, somebody will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you when the good Lord split ya. Burn someone else's flag.
I'm just thinking. So that's directed by Aaron Wayne Hill. So this song must have been written a while ago, because Tom is saying they love their country, which is the US. And if you don't love the country, then you can leave and wave goodbye to Joe. So at the time, Joe Biden was still, or he still is technically president of the United States right now. But he won't be running for re-election because that would be Kamala Harris on November the 5th. So I think Joe bowed out. Did he bow out sometime in August time? Was it August? Something like that. He bowed out about 100 days ago or so. And the reason he bowed out was because a lot of people were not convinced that Joe Biden could still run the United States in a fashion, because I think he's 81 years of age now, and he was showing signs of deterioration. So I'm not going to go into anything about Joe Biden or anything about Kamala Harris or anything about Donald J. Trump, because I don't think I should be talking about it. It's not my position to. But if you're from the States, you can talk about as much as you want here. But they were just thinking that Joe Biden didn't have the mental, is it acuity, to do another 4 years as president. So this is why we've now got the situation where Donald J. Trump is going up against Kamala Harris to decide who's going to be the president for the next 4 years. And there are so many issues going on, huge issues in the world, huge issues, that I think it's really important that the Americans make the right choice and the right decision for them. So they've got issues at home, all around the economy and other areas at home, but there's issues abroad with the foreign policy, with things going on in the world. So this we're living in very, and someone once said we're living in very exciting times, but they're very troubling at the same time. So these are serious issues. So I'm just thinking that this song was written and the video was made potentially in a few months ago, because Joe Biden was the president there, but I might be totally wrong. So just let me know down here in the comments section. I think it was a great video, and you know something, I only clocked maybe halfway through that this was a pure song. There was no rapping in it at all. To me, it was like I might be wrong, it sounded slightly country vibes on it. I might be totally wrong there, but it was very catchy, very bubblegum chorus catchy, but they actually got the sentiment across without having to really lay it thick. Because sometimes certain people only get things when it's laid down really thick. But they've laid down where they are at in this song. And if you agree with it, fantastic. If you don't agree with it, well, that's your prerogative. But it is a case of this is happening in most countries across the world now. There is so much pressure from people inside and people coming from outside the country who are looking to change it, sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad, but there's lots of pressures going on. So we have basically melting pots going on in lots of countries. So it's not just in the States, we have it in many European countries as well. And people are trying to voice their opinion, but for some reason we are being shut down by those people who think they are above us, whereas they are actually meant to be serving us. They think they're above us and they're literally stepping on us with their jack boots. We're not allowed to speak our minds. And if we do speak our minds, we're carted off to the jails as quick as they can get us there. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It's the weekend. I've said a few maybe controversial things, but to be honest with you, sometimes you need to speak your piece, because if you don't speak your piece, then there's no point in having a piece to speak with. But guys, it's the weekend. That was Tom MacDonald, that was Nova Rockafeller, and it was great to see Nova in front of the camera. It was great to hear Nova's singing voice, and it was great to see both Tom and Nova together doing what they do best, and that is making a great song. There's a lot of issues within that song that some people probably wouldn't have picked up on. So in some cases, people may think that's a really, really good pop song, but there is a message there that needs to be heard. And guys, let me know down here in the comment section what you think about it. I thought that was fantastic. That was brilliant. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to listen to it again. And guys, it's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from Joe. I just thought I'd say that. Anyway, I'm just funning. But to be honest with you, make certain you have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And please make sure you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction. Guys, have a great weekend.